Well, this would have been fun. Despite snowfall warnings in Detroit today, the puck was dropped at the biggest hockey game in history. Over 105,000 fans packed a college football stadium to watch the Maple Leafs and the Red Wings in the annual Winter Classic. Our Mike Drolet was among the scores of Canadian fans who made the trip south, but as he explains tonight, the primary focus of this game is winning over Americans.
Go Leafs, go! Go Leafs, go!
You don't usually see passion like this for game number 42 of the regular season. But then again, there's nothing quite like the Winter Classic.
The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings.
I just stand front on it.
Where else do you find hockey fans tailgating or Red Wings playing kickball in a snowstorm in front of heckling Leaf fans? That did happen. Or delays in the game so that the snow could be shoveled off. Or for that matter, run into a couple from New Brunswick who drove 2 days to sit in the frigid cold just to say they did.
That's love of the game.
This game was once considered a novelty. Would people really care to see NHL stars play outdoors? Well, the answer turned out to be a resounding yes. And now it's a game that's arguably more important to the league than the Stanley Cup Finals.
And the reason for that is exposure. This game is being broadcast in over 160 countries, and here in the U.S., 4 of the 5 most watched NHL regular season games in history have been Winter Classics. And this game could dwarf them all because of this. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. Over 100,000 fans will watch this game, and they could have easily sold this stadium out twice.
If you haven't been to a football Saturday here, then you should put it on your bucket list. It's the best sporting event. I've been to Olympic Games, I've been to World Series, I've been to the Stanley Cup, I've been to a few things to say the least. It's the best sporting event I've ever been to, bar none.
Now, selling the game to Canadians has never been a problem. Drop the puck, we'll be there. Put a new crest on a familiar jersey, we'll buy it.
How much money do you think you're going to spend these 2 days?
Over $1,000 if we haven't already.
It's just the accommodations alone. Like, well, we were looking last night. Yeah.
The jersey and just the tickets alone is like, you're talking like $700. So
is it worth it?
Oh yeah.
It's the U.S. fan the NHL is still courting. Even with 23 teams in the States, the game remains a tough sell.
Every Winter Classic game I've watched is sold out. I mean, Every fan's into it. And it's like we all grew up playing on the pond. We all grew up skating. And now we're watching our heroes do that, and that's the cool thing about it.
So this is the great ice hope. And how do we know it's working? Because even with poor visibility because of a snowstorm, nobody's complaining. Mike Drolet, Global News, Ann Arbor, Michigan.